Good morning. Welcome to your Friday morning, early morning intuitive guidance. I'm in a great mood today because I get to go have breakfast with my daughter in Green Bay. So, off to a good start on this fine Friday. Nice and warm out there, too. I was a little overdressed for taking the dog for his W. So, hope all of you are having a good start to your day. And we have a wonderful card today. And we've had this one before, but I just had a little brain blip that I think is going to make it kind of a fun card. So our card is from the Wild Offering deck by Tosha Silver. And first I want to show you Ganesh. Just so fun. He's the god of removing obstacles is one way to look at him. So I just love that. So if you have any obstacles, offer them up to Ganesh and they'll get taken care of. Good morning, Jill. Welcome, welcome. Glad you are here. So this is just Ganesh. That's the back of all of the cards on the Wild Offering deck. The art on the cards is done by Katie Daisy. And we have pretty little pink flowers today with a little bee at the very bottom of our card. So a couple of nice deep breaths. Just relaxing, releasing. Letting your shoulders drop, shaking off the night, just being fully present for a few minutes. See what happens. So our card for today is creative blocks. Creative blocks. Good morning, Carolyn. I want to show you the little bee on the bottom. There's our bee for today. If you want someone who's creative, there's little bee. All right. So, and Gwen's here. Welcome, 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 welcome. Glad you're here. So, creative blocks. And you might think, well, that has nothing to do with me. I'm not a painter. I'm not a poet. Blah, blah, blah. Doesn't matter. We'll get you there. Hang on. So, creative blocks. If you are an artist of any kind, you can offer all work to the divine, making it God's alone. I offer this for the highest good to benefit the planet. Release me from any blocks and restrictions. May this serve all who need. Now, I'm going to make the suggestion that don't just think about that in terms of your creative endeavors. Think about that in living your life. Who you are as you walk this earth plane, what you bring to the world. Good morning, Cindy. Glad you're here. What you bring to the world, why you're here in the first place, okay? Even if you don't know why you're here in the first place. Now, hear these words again from that perspective. You can offer all work to the divine, making it God's alone. I offer this for the highest good to benefit the planet. Release me from any blocks and restrictions. May this serve all who need. So think about that. That could be your job. That could be your volunteer work. That could be your parenting or grandparenting. That could be what you do at your church. That could be how you are showing up for your friends, for your family. Turn it all over for the highest good to benefit all. For the highest good to benefit all. And that may feel arrogant that, okay, me peeling potatoes is somehow going to benefit the earth. Look at the ripples. Look at the ripples of you peeling those potatoes, okay? First of all, the potato skins end up in compost, one would hope, which then nourishes Mother Earth. You're giving back to Mother Earth. Consuming the potatoes, your family, you're feeding your family. They then have the energy to go forth and do whatever they do, right? So everything has a ripple effect. Everything has a ripple effect. So there is no small work. Let's put it that way. There's no small work. Everything matters, all right? In terms of blocks, so for some of you, you are writers, you are poets, you are painters, you are crafters, you are knitters, sewers, whatever it is that you do, okay? You like working with wood, you know, whatever. When you bump into, I'm not motivated, nothing sparking me. One of my clients went through that recently with regard to cards that she makes. She makes these amazing, beautiful handmade cards. And it was kind of just like a meh. Going through that period, coming out the other side, oftentimes those fallow periods really serve a purpose. Sometimes they're just to wave a hand and say, hey, you got something in your way, let's do something about it. Sometimes it's actually when you traverse that hurdle, it opens up a whole new realm for you. Sometimes it's just getting you to tune into, wait a minute, something's kind of off a plumb here. What's going on with me? Gets you to spend some time with yourself and discern. Discern what might need changing. So my son went through a period of that in terms, he's a potter, and he had done things a very specific way for a period of time, and one of his mentors actually suggested to him that he slop it up a bit instead of being so precise about, he gets that from his father, not from me, so precise about what he was creating. I mean, they were beautiful. He said, slop it up a bit, do something different, see what happens. And I think that really kind of elevated things to a new level. So instead of looking at those words as creative blocks, look at it as creative blocks, building blocks, okay? So when you bump into something and it causes you to pause and go, view that as a block, a building block to whatever's coming next. Many of us right now are kind of going through that with regard to life in general. It's like, what the actual hell is going on here? What if this, slogging our way through this seeming mess, is actually the building block for the next up level? What if? What if? Dream big, right? So, and again, this just caught my eye. Our expansive consciousness dissolves obstacles. When we can dream big, when we can think big, obstacles pale in comparison. Had a really fun Zoom call last night. It was late for me, 7 to 8:30, but it was with a woman who, let me see what her title is. It was really cool stuff. Kathy Kuntz from Dane County Office of Energy and Climate Change. Good, I'm glad you like the building block idea. Cool, run with it. But her job is to spread the word about stuff that's available for all of us for renewable energy. And they just passed recently an Inflation Reduction Act, IRA. And this thing has so many, she calls them carrots. Carrots, the things we dangle in front of people to get people to do stuff we want them to do, right? There are a ton of incentives for individuals as well as schools and faith communities to make changes to their buildings, to their energy efficiency, etc. All kinds of cool stuff. And these last 10 years or more, 10 years or more. And some of them are tax credits and some of them are actual rebates. 30% rebate on huge items, putting solar in your house, whatever. But it was so fun listening to her. There were quite a few people on the call, and I would say maybe 50, 75. And this was directed toward faith communities. So they were representing their churches, etc., and their houses of worship. But it was interesting to hear all the things. So you can get a huge rebate on buying an electric car. All kinds of cool stuff. And so we went through a period where we were pretty constipated with regard to thinking about climate change and how we were going to make things different in our world, and the factions who had power and had the ear of people who could make decisions really made it difficult for people to get away from fossil fuels. And this, on the other hand, good morning, Linda, this, on the other hand, is going to make it incredibly easy to get away from fossil fuels. Fabulous, fabulous, fabulous. I was so excited after this call, and there was just a ton of information. And actually, I'm hoping she's going to send us a video of the call itself. And I would love to maybe do a screening of that video as a Zoom with any of you who would be interested in doing that. That just popped into my head. creative idea. There's one of those creative blocks, right? Awesome. So once I get that video, I've got other people I need to share it with also. Like I was on the call for a board that I sit on that's called Michigan Interfaith Power and Light, and it's an advocacy group for helping faith communities get solar for their buildings, plus a whole lot more. So I'm really excited about the creative building blocks that all of this is going to generate. So keep your ears perked up when you're hearing things about the IRA, Inflation Reduction Act, because you personally, as a homeowner, if you're a homeowner or a car driver or a whatever, there's benefits out there that will be amazing for all of us. So, creative blocks. I want to read this part again, and again, I want you to think about it with respect to all that you do in a day, the mundane stuff, your work, communicating with family and friends. Offer all work to the divine, making it God's alone. I offer this for the highest good to benefit the planet. Release me from any blocks and restrictions. May this serve all who need. Imagine if all of us, when we got up in the morning, said, may my day and everything I do serve all who need. Let's do that. Let's do that. Have an awesome day. We'll see you again tomorrow. Remember, you are capable of far more than you think you are. And shortly, I am off to go have my Mediterranean omelet. Bye.